Homeowner thought she was the only one who was duped by a fake contractor.
But after posting her complaint online, nearly a dozen other homeowners came forward saying that they too were conned by the same guy. Here's 3 on your side's Gary Harper.
This homeowner says the guy she hired seemed to be knowledgeable, smart, and friendly. So she handed over more than $16,000 to get her project started. So where is he?
Yeah, so this is supposed to be our patio, and then this is all supposed to be turf.
Galen Hyde's big plans for a beautiful backyard have turned into a disaster, and she says she has this guy to thank. Who is that?
Yeah, that's Brent Ford.
That's the guy you hired.
That is.
Brent Ford is a fake contractor who claims to run a company called NDC Hardscapes. But Brent Ford isn't licensed, meaning he's not even supposed to be doing high-dollar jobs like Galen's project. But back in November, that didn't stop him from drawing up an invoice indicating he could make Galen a backyard paradise for $26,000. Of course, all he needed was some money up front.
Yeah, he seemed really confident. When we asked him questions, he seemed really flexible about it, and you know, if we ever needed anything changed, that he was the owner and it wasn't a problem at all.
Galen handed over 3 separate checks totaling just over $16,000. For that amount of money, she says good old Brent Ford spent a day putting in these pavers. On another day, he put in this outdoor bar. And in Galen's front yard, he tried putting up a wall using floor pavers. That's not a good idea. After causing all this mess, Galen says Brent Ford stopped showing up. As you can see, Galen's project is nowhere near complete. In fact, pavers are supposed to run around here and along the side of her house, but look, she's stuck with nothing. And remember, Galen's paid more than $16,000. And she's not the only homeowner who claims to have been scammed by Brent Ford.
My name is Brianna Wilson. We hired Brent Ford and we paid him $4,250.
Brianna Wilson tells 3 on your side that for just over $4,200, Brent Ford has done hardly any work at her home and says he's disappeared with her money.
I was shocked. Like, it's so sad and it's just awful.
Brianna, along with Galen, discovered they were both victims when they started posting complaints about Brent Ford on social media. When they did, the women say more than a dozen other victims posted saying they too were taken advantage of by Brent Ford.
So far, from all the people that we've contacted who want to disclose how much they've given, it's $80,000.
$80,000?
Yeah.
And these are from people who trusted him to come back to do the job?
Yeah, and none of their jobs were completed.
3 on your side got a hold of Brent Ford on the phone, who claims he's been in the hospital. He also indicated he intends on paying back all those homeowners and says he plans on getting into another line of work.
I want to get this all taken care of, and I'm shutting it down. I don't want to do anymore. I'm done.
Well, I mean, with all due respect, I think you're done because, you know, the heat's kind of turned on. You shouldn't be doing this at all.
Brianna, Galen, and other victims all tell 3 on your side that Brent Ford has left them in a financial bind, a bind that will sting for a long time.
Someone has to stop him. You can't just let someone keep going around and doing this to people because he's still signing people. There's still people calling him and he's still getting money.
All the victims in this case tell 3 on your side that they have already filed criminal complaints or they are going to file criminal complaints with law enforcement. Of course, they want their money back or they want criminal charges filed. I'll let you know what happens in a follow-up report. I'm Gary Harper, 3 on your side.